Hello, all. Welcome to Whiskey and Wisdom, where we have a little whiskey. We're probably not very wise. We do encourage designated drivers for those that are pursuing their sobriety. I'm glad you're here to keep things on the rails. We do have, let's see, we'll take them in order of appearance. We have
Hey,
Mike
Mark.
Bara, who is only here to rub in his Seahawks win last Sunday. Otherwise, he wasn't going to be here because of some convention or something. I don't know what that's about, but we also have somebody hiding in the wings there, pretending he's not here. And where are you, Mike?
Lies is what he said.
They're all lies.
I am in Austin, Texas. I'm going to be shooting a TV thing tomorrow for a very nice production company I've worked for before. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm actually sitting here studying, and I'd completely forgotten to come in and tell you I wasn't going to be here. And then I'm like, well, actually, I can be here because I got this laptop and it's got a camera. And so here I am. So
I, for some reason, had it in my mind that there was a good chance you would not be with us. So I was mentally prepared.
Yeah, but luckily, here I am. And yeah, go Hawks. Your Steelers looked really bad. If we can make you look that bad, you're not very good.
No. Our defense. We've got some adjusting to do. That's for certain. Rolando, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to ban Rolando from chat. No, I'm just kidding, Rolando. All I can say is congratulations.
Well, and the thing is, Mark,
it all pivoted on a turnover, just fell apart right then.
Oh, my God. And it's like,
just
how can you be that dumb? How can you not know the rules of football when you play football your entire freaking life to your 22nd year, 23rd year? I
get that he's a rookie, but yeah, that was just painful.
Yeah. And I'm not sure you guys would have beaten us without that, but if that hadn't happened, it would have been a tough game. But Dave Bara says, look, keep in mind that week one, and he always says this, you're never as good or as bad as you look in week one in the NFL. You're somewhere, you don't know who you are yet. And I'm not going to get too excited because I'm not sure that's who the Seahawks are yet either. We have to find that out over the course of 7 or 8 games. But yeah, it was surprising because I thought based on week one that you guys were going to stomp us, and it was going to be embarrassing.
I'll admit I was surprised, but not surprised at the same time.
But you did watch it to make the humiliation complete. You did watch it.
I did not watch all of it. No. Yep. Pennsylvania shooters allegedly Sean Zumbrum. Police were serving a warrant for some reason. The Mexican consulate on X said they are monitoring the situation. Wait a minute. Would they be monitoring if
I've been on a plane all day. Were they shooting? There's a shooting in Pennsylvania now?
York, Pennsylvania. There were 5. I think it was 5 officers shot. 3 killed. Wow. 2 in critical condition but stable. Serving a warrant. The early reports are saying domestic violence warrant or something along those lines. We just don't have enough details yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was not around. Where was I around Wednesday? Did we do the show last week?
Remember the Charlie Kirk, the very painful one we did last week.
Yeah, that was not a lot of fun. I do remember now.
No, that was not a lot of fun.
And it's not any better now.
No, not really.
I'm going to say this in the most roundabout way I can, but my feelings are very strong, and I will just say this. I really believe at this point in my life that I really, really understand the Charles Bronson character in the film's Death Wish. I understand his motivations at this point. It's like it's reached a point in this country where I think stuff like that is going to start happening.
Yeah, I worry. History shows us how these things can run off the rails, and that's why it's so important for those with a voice to stand up and say, stay calm.
Yep.
All right, what do you think, Zester? Where you been? What have you been doing, man? Where you been? Huh? What's your favorite color?
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot right there. But no, I have been doing well. I know, Mike, I had gotten the same thing earlier in the chat. Folks asked me, where is Mike? Is Mike okay? I was like, I was texting with Mike on Monday, and he seemed pretty okay at that point. So I feel like if anything has happened since Monday.
Well, on Zester, the reason they were asking because they know Mike is going to be devastated because Jimmy Kimmel just got pulled off of ABC and his show canceled indefinitely.
Wow. Because
Wait,
of
really? They canceled Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy
He
Kimmel
lied to
got
his
up
viewers.
and did a tirade talking about how fitting's not the word I'm looking, that it was a MAGA shooter that took out Charlie Kirk, and which was absolutely not. You know, basically he was celebrating in his own way, and that was absolutely unfactual.
Yeah,
bold-faced lie. And so the FCC was like, hey, you know, you're spreading all this, I mean, you're creating like, and there were some mutterings about ABC losing their broadcast license, and the next thing you know, Jimmy Kimmel is job hunting.
well, and I think,
or at least that's my understanding of it so far.
Right. And I mean, look, I didn't realize that it happened. I was wondering if it was going to happen. And, you know, it was definitely appropriate. And I wonder if this is his way of falling on his sword and getting the hell out of there. Because, you know, I mean, his days were numbered anyway. And what if he's in the Epstein files? What if he agreed? What if he agreed? You know what? I'll do something really inappropriate, then he can fire me, and I'll be a martyr to the left. And
I mean, ABC's having a bad day. ABC reporter apologized for calling texts from Kirk's alleged murderer very touching. How he was worried about his trans lover being upset, and I didn't want you included. So, I mean, I guess it sounded a little fatalistic, like Romeo and Juliet gone trans. So, yeah, ABC's having a really bad day. Like a really, really bad day.
It's not very touching to be mentally ill, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that one, Romeo and Juliet was not exactly a great play, but the comparison is an insult to an already pretty insulting work of musical theater.
Yeah.
Poor Shakespeare.
He deserves it. It really is garbage. I can't. Why is that what we have to learn for some reason?
Right.
Some teacher out there is going to have
not even his best work.
Where that works. Well, there's just so many better. There's just so many better people throughout history.
I'm with you. Yes, Creepy Ear Dear Zester can see Rumble chats as well. Ask him what's up with the other chat app Project Revolt. Yeah, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Well, so to answer everybody's question, I was at this conference and then I'd guest stay for a couple more days, and they actually just left today. So, and I had to get on this plane and come to Austin. So that's where I've been. I'm just decided it's vacation, and Jen's been on vacation. Jen came to the conference. She got yelled at. I had to go defend her. I almost got into a knockdown, drag out fight with a guy who claims he's an ex-Marine. Doesn't seem like it, but that's what he claims. So it was really exciting. And I was like, okay, so I'm about 35 feet away from my gun. Can I get to it before this fucking crazy maniac attacks me? It was very stressful, exhausting weekend. Except for the pool at the Palms on Monday. That was fun. That was good. That was very relaxing. So I've been busy.
Yeah. All right. So, Zester, you were going to tell us about this chat thing.
Oh, well, Revolt is essentially is another app that's very similar to Discord. And we are trying to figure out how to get onto it in terms of being able to have a little bit of an easier option, something similar to Discord. But Discord right now is... And I think that the news is kind of just brushing that one under the rug. That Discord is where apparently the communications were occurring in terms of the Charlie Kirk shooting.
The organization of it. Yeah, they organized it on Discord.
Yeah,
and now we've got a Bureau dropping this one that there are some very evil groups in Canada that are using Discord under the scrutiny. Of course, Charlie Kirk brought it in there as well, but they had again, I'm trying to remember the name of the room, like 964 or something, where they have been trying to get, well, brainwash younger folks, even get them to hurt themselves, cut themselves on film, maybe kill themselves on film and stuff. And Discord was being used. So,
well, no, remember though, we all got kicked off of Discord for being
for being violent extremists. Because we had like prayer rooms and gardening rooms. Meanwhile, the left is out radicalizing people and planning assassinations on Discord. We were busy praying for each other, talking about currencies and gardening. And yeah, boy, I tell you, it's not a good look, Discord. It is not a good look.
You can't make something more ironically funny than that. That's a degree of effort on their spot. Like that is a degree of effort.
This Discord room in Canada, they have been let's see, public records show. Oh yeah, no, we can leave that part. Here we go. Investigations. The compelling information on political targets would include social media handles, involvement in court cases, where they live, who their family is, where their connections are, and where they appear in public life, so that extremists could plan actions against them. Mm-hmm. And they were using Discord to do that, so you know who to target for your violence. I mean, that's not a good look. Not a good look, Discord. We will take that written apology now.
They're probably going to use it to shut down Discord. It's possible. Not that I think Discord's necessarily bad, but they're not. Yeah, neither are they good, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I still have.
They're definitely they're definitely biased. That's for certain. But hey, it is an amazing program. Just wish they would let everybody have access to it equally and not just let terrorists have access to it, because apparently they have more access than the general population.
Yeah, I'm just blown away. That's really not a good look for the Discord people. Although if you look at the founders of Discord, they're pretty extremists. So
are they? Yeah. Sorry.
Or pretty brainwashed. Well, I don't know. You got all these different stories. Picking out the truth from it is, difficult sometimes. All right, let's hit this one. Let's see. Frank 26 had a bank story. A lady came on live, said she had a meeting with manager at BOA. Manager said, I see only one of the currencies is ready. The rest are not yet. Gigi just saying I was in shock when I heard the story a few minutes ago. She was talking about the dinar being ready, but the rest of them were not. No, I find that interesting. There's always been like a fraction of a percent that could happen. I don't think it's likely, but don't drive yourself nuts. Just what's your plan if that's right? For me, that means I'm going to be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Crazy amount. It would be better for 90% of us if that bank story was accurate.
Yeah, and then they got to worry about what they're going to do with double dipping too. So
exactly.
I don't have that much dinar anymore, but certainly enough to make my life very comfortable, and pay off every bill I have and then some. And so it's interesting. It's very interesting development. But we know the dinar. I mean, without telling you how we know the dinar is ready. It's been ready for almost a month and a half now, so it's ready to go. Who knows what they're waiting on? I don't know. I heard an interesting story today about, they were waiting on the Crown of England to sign off on it, or the Church of England or something. It's like, well, gee, who's in England right now?
Who was wearing the purple tie?
Mm-hmm.
Who was wearing the blue tie?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are into that. But people are asking, we had this discussion earlier because, the meme running around of the Simpsons that made it look exactly like Charlie. It wasn't accurate. It was somebody made it up, taking advantage. It's happened a lot lately. Simpsons saw this, Simpsons forecast this, and it's not they just make a drawing that looks like the Simpsons. And wonder if that's like them trying to get us not to watch the Simpsons to find out what's going to happen. But so people started making me I was like, I guess, it's only a matter of time before I get to be on the Simpsons. So people started working on some Simpsons pictures for me. For my Simpsons episode.
Mark, do you have do you have access to Telegram, Mark, tonight?
No.
Okay. Because there was
I'm vehemently opposed to Telegram. I think Discord is exponentially better and safer than Telegram.
Well, I got to be honest, I like Telegram better than Discord.
Obviously it was. I mean, it worked for them, apparently.
Right. Yeah. So I thought some of those Simpsons pictures were great. But all right, I know a number of you folks think Telegram's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I just happen to think it is evil incarnate.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
Dude,
really? It's like,
if you dealt with the many dozens, hundreds of conversations where so many people have been robbed, threatened, you name it, from Telegram in our community, you would probably have a different take on it.
well, you can't fall for that stuff. I mean, everybody in my chat, I periodically tell them, look, I'm not going to message you. I'm not going to private message you. I do not do that on Telegram. So no, it did not. It was not me asking you to get involved in crypto. There is a ton
No,
of spam.
never going to do it.
The spam is excessive. There's no question about that. But yeah.
Well,
That's my take. The fraudsters on Telegram make it the dumpster fire, and Telegram's absolute refusal to do anything about it, other than some lip service, shows me that they're good with it. So that's my take on Telegram. I know so many of you folks love it. I know you follow some of your favorite people there. I know that Kukla runs one just for us on Telegram and Intel. I get it. I do. I just think the world would be a better place if it didn't exist.
yeah. And soon, if everybody does learn how to deal with everything
Then it won't matter.
related and such, it won't as much matter.
Yeah.
Even then, though, it'll still happen. It's still going to continue to happen until platforms start to regulate properly.
Well,
But that's not a matter of anybody working inside of Telegram. That's the company. It's just the company
well,
that is
I would-
allowing stuff to
yeah.
happen.
But I will tell you one thing about Telegram that I do like is that you can develop an audience very quickly because there's no algorithm censorship. Like, I built up a big following immediately when people realized I was actually really on Telegram and it was really me. And so that just shows me I've got like half the followers on Twitter X that I do on Telegram, and I've been on Twitter X now a year or two longer. You know, when Elon bought it, I basically was able to get back on. So 2 years ago now. So, you know, I'm just going to say, look, at least there's no, it just shows you how suppressed other
Oh, they
social
are.
media
Absolutely.
platforms
They are.
Yeah.
Cindy just said, when somebody messaged me on Telegram, I immediately blocked them, period. Cindy, that explains why I've never gotten a response from you. I had to have fun with that one.
And where are those nudes, Cindy? Where are they?
Oh, you know? God, no.
Mark sincerely asked
I didn't go there. No, I didn't mean it that way. But no, I don't blame you. I used to do the same thing. That was a guaranteed I wasn't going to respond. And then I erased it from all devices, and I refused. People send me videos, clips on Telegram all the time. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm not watching them because I can't.
Mm-hmm. That's also my joke. Ladies, if I didn't ask you for nudes, it's not the real Mike Bara.
That's unfortunately accurate. The lunch lady's still upset. I always liked that one was funny. Was Sandler lunch lady? Nobody.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Anything fun? Anything interesting happened this week?
Buddy,
we could use a little festivity.
Well, unfortunately, it's all very serious, very dark news. I mean, I'm not a false flag guy, right? But, you know, the hand signals that went on at the event last Wednesday have me quite disturbed. And I have a friend who, as you know, used to work for the government in an official capacity and knows all about this kind of stuff. And he was in Utah investigating that a week ago, and I haven't heard from him since. So I think it's a deep rabbit hole. The question is, are we going to reveal, because there's so many disturbing things about what happened. Are we going to actually start openly discussing them? Why is nobody discussing the videos? Why is nobody discussing them?
There
on
are
the mainstream
millions
news?
of videos with people discussing those.
But
Just
I
nobody
mean,
in
on the
mainstream
mainstream news, why is it not on the mainstream news? Why isn't the president talking about it?
I wonder if it's even on his radar. He's like, people tell him he like moves on to the next thing because he has to compartmentalize so much. I'm just kind of curious on that one. But Robin does want to know how your alien convention went.
Oh, it was great. And I met Jen
And
for the
meeting
first
Jen
time.
in person.
We met in person for the first time. And it's so weird, Mark, because it was the same thing in North Carolina when you guys came. First time I met you and Zester. And you know, Blake Wally, I'd never met Blake before. And he came to North Carolina. That was 2 years ago, right? Or 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And
It'll be 3 this next Alien Con, I think.
Okay, so 3. So it's weird. It's like you can know somebody on the internet. You can get to know them on the internet. And so meeting them is kind of anticlimactic. So it was kind of like, oh, well, yeah, there's Jen. And it was just the same as if we were just sitting there during the after show, just shooting the shit and chatting about everything. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Shooting the stuff. You know, so it's exactly the same. Only she was sitting real, and she was sitting right next to me. I got to meet her daughter, Katie, who's a wonderful person. And meet some of the people that are fans of the show. Joe Evans being one of them. Joe, if you're out there, I love you, buddy. And, you know, it was great. It was absolutely great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kukla, that is some weeks old. Some mod kept removing Jeremy every time he would post the Freedom link when I would ask him to post it, or I would ask him a question. They just kept every time. I don't know if it was YouTube, although now I can tell which mod removes somebody. So handy. But yes.
So I've never been to Austin, Texas before. And I'm going to be here for one night, and I'm going to go to bed early. So.
Well, wait, Joe, had a blast.
Joe. Yeah, you know, Joe was trying to talk to me after the conference, and I kind of blew him off. And I apologize publicly for that, Joe. I just, you know, Mark, at the end of 3 days, I'm just done being Mike Bara. I just don't want to be Mike Bara anymore. I just want to go sit in my room and do nothing for a while. So I haven't had that opportunity for 5 or 6
I feel like we have an opportunity right now, Mike Bara, to really dive into who is Mike Bara.
Yeah, who is the real Mike Bara?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Bara? Is it Bara? Is it Bara?
Exactly. The Bara or Bara?
It's Bara. It's a Bara. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's
bearer of bad news.
The bearer of ill tidings.
I couldn't resist.
I'm a man who's full of love and affection for all of God's little creatures, among other things. So, I don't know. I think I'm in the midst of trying to redefine that, actually. I'll tell you what, I'm now a karaoke singer.
Whoa. What? Okay, what song did you sing? And can we cue it up next for
Psycho Killer
on the Mark Z show? On Whisky and Wisdom.
No, I'm not singing it right now, but Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. And oh shit. Sorry. My phone was recording everything I just said. I got to tell you about Gino Gentili, who is AJ's
what you say.
Okay, AJ's, yeah, probably is AJ's brother from the Y-Files, and I got to tell you a story about what a great human being this guy is. So he was there, he was hanging around, he lives in Vegas. Why not come down? Saw him on Saturday and then or Friday, Saturday, and then we went out for karaoke because a bunch of the girls wanted to go out for karaoke, and we were sitting there talking, and I was just telling him, you know, Gino, I said, I'd like to get up there and sing. I just can't. I've been told my whole life I have a terrible singing voice. And I listen to myself and I think, you know, I do have a bad voice, especially if you try to go, hi, but I'm not that terrible. And I was listening to some of the other folks and I'm like, I'm not any worse than them, you know, but I said, this is something I've never had any confidence in about myself. Just something you're not going to get Mike Bara to do. Too embarrassing. And he said, well, is there a way you could do it? And I said, the only way I could do it is if somebody did a duet with me. You know, somebody was willing to put up with my horrible, off-key, terrible vocalizations. And so, you know, everybody was putting their songs in. And of course, I was sitting in the corner moping. And then Gino was coming up. And his song came up, Psycho Killer by Gino, the Y-Files, and Mike Bara. So he invited me up there to do a duet after I told him.
That's great.
And he got me up there and I sang and it wasn't as bad as it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. So that was like, I don't know. That was an act of helpful humanity. I mean, he really helped me. And I got through something that I've been trying to fight now forever. So what can you say to somebody who does you a favor like that? I'll tell you what, Gino, if you see this, you're a great fucking human being. Oh shit. You're a great human being. You really are.
We got to work on that.
Yeah. Well,
We had
I mean,
Zester
singing
last
with
week,
you.
just lighting it up, but it was an emotional time.
Yeah. So there was a lot of emotional up and downs this weekend, and I'm really tired. I'm really exhausted, but it was totally worth it. And now here I am in Austin, about to add to my TV resume. So it's exciting. And then I got to go to Nashville. Everybody come see me in Nashville. September 27th at the Alien Fest in Nashville. I'll be there. Tom Reed will be there. You met Tom, you guys. So Alien Fest Nashville. Come see me. Blake Wally will be there. It's going to be a great time. 2 weeks.
Wait, TV's Blake Wally?
TV's Blake Wally will be there.
All right, there's supposed to be some big convention getting ready to happen in North Carolina, aliens, and supposedly they're going to have like an alien ship.
Wow, the only one I know of is Spruce Pine, and that kind of got hijacked by some really not very good people. And they had to cancel their conference because they literally couldn't sell any tickets without me and Tom there. Me and Tom and Blake and you. So,
Yeah, right?
the Spruce Pine one, that was the only one that I know of. Wow.
That was fun though.
It was fun. If we could just get the right people back running it again, it would be a great event. So
yeah, wait. I haven't shared that Roseanne Barr volunteered to replace Kimmel. It'd be popular.
That would be hilarious.
I was like, we need a conservative to take the spot, or just a constitution, or somebody just in the middle at this point. That would be extreme.
Do you guys think that?
And I was like, maybe Jesse Waters or Gutfeld will move to, a more fitting channel for a late night show. But is he on like regular Fox? I thought he was on Fox News with his late night show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it on like regular, like Fox the network?
I'm sorry, which guy?
Gutfeld.
Yeah, no, he was on late night Fox News. Yeah, late night.
That's what I was thinking, which is not a normal place you'd see something like that. But maybe a Jesse Waters, maybe
they gave him they gave him a primetime spot basically now.
Yeah, it's rare that somebody's looking for a late night show is going to go to a news channel for entertainment. I mean, I think it's great. What he's done is amazing.
He was a Saturday night show, and once a week, and they changed it to weekly or
Gypsy
5 days a week.
What a Russell Brand.
Yeah, maybe
Roseanne. Tyrus. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
go to Roman.
For all those asking, no, this is absolutely Tina, not Tina.
Oh.
By the way, everybody that's asking, Tina on that one. She is the one who gets insanely affectionate randomly, but I noticed a lot of people trying to figure out which cat was showing up.
The secret's in the eyes, folks.
I think that you can even see just all around. Like, Tina looks different. She's a lighter color of orange.
Well, Zester,
I am so bad at this pop culture. I have to look up Farmer to find out who Craig Ferguson was.
Oh, he was hilarious.
Oh, that guy. I know who you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah. All right.
The Scottish guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the women always loved him.
He's funny.
Rumballs, good to see you in the house. Roadster Boy. Enjoying the birthday celebration there, Roadster Boy. Tyrus, that he'd be a good one. I don't know if he'd be funny enough by himself because he's so brutally honest. Night Show with Mike Bara. I like that one. Actually,
that would be good.
It. Dating with Mike Bara can take the place.
All right.
The Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Speaking of that, okay, so let me ask you ladies a question, because I know what I know about this, but let's see what you guys tell me. If you're in a group setting in a bar and you're there, there's a girl there, let's say officially you're friends. You're not a couple, but she's there. And then there's another girl who's kind of sweet on you, and she's talking to you, and the first girl sees you talking to the other girl, and then the next day, the first girl does a mocking impersonation of the second girl. Is the first girl jealous and interested? I say yes.
No. She's just taking the opportunity to bust your nuts. And women will find a man interesting if they think another woman's trying to steal them, even if it's not their man. It is. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like there's certain horses out there. If another horse gets close to it that might pass it, it freaks out and tries to go faster. Or like the guy on the highway that's in the, going slow in the fast lane. They're not in a hurry until you pass them. Then suddenly they're in a hurry again. I think it's like that. What do you ladies? Am I missing?
Well, Robin, you're saying just being catty, but why would you be catty about a guy you didn't care about?
Yeah, all right, Lori, see, Lori's on board with you. A little bit jealous. Mm-hmm. Karen says she's being catty. Yeah. So you got some ladies that agree on the catty part. You got some ladies think she's a little bit jealous.
Oh, I know she was jealous because I had my psychic check her out. But, I just want to see what the ladies said.
I like this one.
You were insulting her,
because maybe she was in approve of this one that was hitting on you. She was trying to protect you like a sister would.
Could be.
I'm just having fun with him, Mike.
Could be.
Well, I do have, and so I had planned on bringing this one out actually last week, but everything else occurred. But I do have an AI that is apparently the best relationship advice on the planet.
Oh, that wouldn't be an app that
be the best relationship advice on the planet. And I feel like at some point in time we have got to go ahead and pit the artificial intelligence against Mike Bara dating advice and just see which.
Guys,
where the chips lie. Is the superior.
All right, we're going to find out here, folks. Are you searching there, Zester?
So what are you going to do, Zester? Give us a situation.
We've already got this one. Let me just go ahead, separate off all the other. 1 second.
Yeah, that was earlier today. Trump announcing designating Antifa as a terrorist organization, and they should. They've clearly said they want to overthrow our government. They have said they want to overthrow our economic system and our government. I consider that terrorist. All right, go ahead, Zester.
Yeah, I would definitely say that it's terroristic. That's for certain. But, and just 1 second, I would go ahead and say then that anybody and everybody needs to go ahead and get together some questions that they would like to ask both Mike and the AI in regards to what do you think, Mike? Picking up a lady? Is this overall relationship advice? What are you leaning towards?
On like which scenario are we going for here, or
just
what?
Just an overall. Are we talking like pickup lines, or are we talking overall relationship advice?
Oh, I think overall relationship advice is kind of where we go. Yeah, that's my expertise.
All right. Well, we are now communicating with Riz GPT, which, by the way, Riz is apparently what the youth nowadays are using as the word for talking with a lady, I suppose, or communicating in a suave manner. And so my thought was we would have the community essentially ask you a question, and then we will ask that same question to the artificial intelligence.
That sounds great. All right. This will be hilarious.
Just same exact question. Whatever anybody asks, Mike, we're going to ask it.
I'm down for it.
All right. All we need now is to choose the first question, essentially. Trash Panda, dating advice. Should you or should you not compliment her mustache on the first date, even if it is glorious?
I actually had a 300-pound, green-haired, mustachioed, nose-ringed young lady sitting next to me on the plane today. So you don't bring up the mustache, guys. You don't bring it up. No.
Did it tickle? Did the mustache tickle, Mike?
How would I know, Mark? No, Mark, you know what? I don't have a lot of nerves down there, so no, so it's not very sensitive.
Yeah, it's his toe, guys. He has nerve damage in his feet. I don't know. Yeah, these are some sick people, Mike. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're pervs.
I mean, their brains just go straight in the gutter.
Wow. Oh, I mean, all right. So I went ahead and asked it the question.
All right.
It said, oh, the glorious mustache dilemma. Absolutely not on the first date unless you're dating her for her comedy chops and she already made a joke about it first. Complimenting facial hair, real or imaginary, can be a minefield unless you're already vibing and she's shown that she has a playful, self-deprecating sense of humor. Otherwise, it might come off as backhanded, even if you mean it with love and awe. Save the bold jokes for date 3 after she's fallen for your charm. I don't know. I'm starting to lean towards Mr. AI here. Might be a little bit better at this, Mike.
On one question.
All right, come on. We got another one. This one's a good one. Jeremy giving us a respectable question to run with. You meet a woman you're really into, and the first date goes great. Good chemistry, lots of laughs. After the date, how soon should you text or call her? And ladies, we would like your input because there's not a magical answer anymore.
Ladies will get mad at you by the third day. I personally prefer late the next day. Long enough that they start to think, why hasn't he called me? Why hasn't he called me? They get anxious. So then they're very happy when you call them at 9 or 10 at night the day after. So I'd say late the next day because that shows interest and you have plausible deniability on why you didn't call her. You could be like, oh, I just had such a busy day. I was busy at the Alien Con and signing books and, you know, talking to all these people. And that's what I would say.
Text first.
Oh yeah, text first. I'm sorry. That's kind of what I meant. That's kind of what I meant. You can text or call. Yeah. Either way. But
AI is like, no doubt here. Do not call.
Oh, do not call.
Wow. So it says you got to text
call after you've established a vibe via text and she seems into it. A surprise call too early can feel like a jump scare unless she's mentioned she likes that kind of old school
energy. Wow, we're kind of old, so yeah.
No,
all right,
I mean,
that's it. I'm out
but
here.
Again,
you guys take care.
Again, it could be either. It could be either one.
I
don't think it really matters that much, but yeah.
All right. Today's world. I mean, I assume this is going to be very different in today's world. Is it a red flag if a man does not pay for the date? I mean, Mike, your generation, I know that you're a little more modern in your dating thoughts than I am. I'm a little more old school or old fashioned, but
right.
First date, I just would assume, I mean, I can't imagine not paying.
Right.
Unless maybe
don't take her to any place. But if you're gonna pay, don't take her to any place expensive. Because you don't want it to be about money. You want it to be about your company. So it just depends. You know, it depends on what it is. If it's drinks and appetizers, sure, you should pay. Sure. Or pay for the first round. If she wants to have more drinks, more appetizers, if she's big, then she can pay for those herself. Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. I do think if you ask a lady out on a date, you should pay the first time. You know, one of my favorite people, we went out. I was on a date, and we went to her favorite Thai restaurant, and I was going to pay the whole thing, and she paid. And she wanted me to, because she wanted me to know that she really, really liked me. So nice. I said, okay.
I see some questions there that are going to be avoided like the plague. Oh, Robin, if there's no chemistry, I pay for myself.
Yeah.
Smart lady.
Yeah, and if the man pays always, if your girl beats you at pool, yeah, you call her.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, no.
If it's the man pays always, don't go to an expensive place.
All right, what happens if the girl asks you out on a date? Who's supposed to pay then? In other words, your dream girl, maybe you met her this past weekend, maybe you saw her, I don't know. But she's like, Mike, we've been friends, all this, we've kind of beat around the bush, but I want to take you, I want to go on a real date with you. Like, shows her intention, a date. Then who pays?
You don't let her pay for you. You pay for you at least pay for yourself.
Yeah, Jeremy's got some good ones in here today. He's got some good ones. If you're texting a woman, she suddenly takes hours or days to reply. Should you double text to keep the conversation alive or go radio silent until she reaches out?
No.
I mean, I know the answer for me.
No, you never double text, ever. And if she takes 3 days to reply to you, you take 3 days and 5 minutes to reply to her. No. If she goes silent, just let her sit there. Because that shows that you're really thirsty, and that just gets you into trouble every time. You completely lose all the leverage on the relationship if you do that, and she won't be into you.
I'm with Lee. This is why the population is declining.
Yeah.
Cali Babe, radio silence, ghosting. Yeah.
Cali Babe is correct.
I'm not even going to play that game. She takes 3 days to reply. I'm not going to take 3 days and 5 minutes. I'm just not going to reply.
Yeah.
Hey, but I feel I vibe right here. Not a strong texter. Some people really hate messaging. I agree.
I kind of prefer texting to calling.
I hate texting. I'd much rather have a conversation. Much rather. It's so much easier. Gets done with the entire deal. So much more wasted time choosing whether one word or another word is the better way of expressing a statement that could have just been had in a normal conversation.
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh God, I'm dying laughing at this one from Bobby. Whoever pays is the one in control. If you want to be dominated by a woman, let her pay. All right, ladies, what do you think of that comment? I mean, I'm getting a kick out of it. You may think I'm all a little funny or whatever, but and that's why I will always pay. No response out of the other guys.
No, I'm just reading some of the comments.
But no, I was too busy listening to the conversation.
Yeah, right. Too much time spent on. There's way too much time spent on texting. I mean, I know it's sometimes
I hate doing it.
Real firecracker put out. I only meant to say text. I hate talking on the phone. I like taking time to use the right words. Occasionally phone, but I'm kind of with you. I despise the telephone. My head wants to implode. So many people in my world just want to have, talk. I'm just like,
now, one thing you can do if you're in a text game, guys, if you're in a text back and forth, one thing you can do that's really cool, really good thing to do is if you're in a text exchange, right? You're texting. So what you do is when she's kind of waiting there, you just type in gibberish and then delete it, and then type in gibberish and then delete it, and never send the text, and then go silent. It'll drive her crazy, and she'll start texting you. Do that.
That is harsh.
Yeah, she thinks, oh, he's typing something. He's typing something. What's he typing? What's he typing? What's he typing? And then she doesn't get any.
I need to make an app that just does that. Like you could just set somebody on the app that every once in a while it just automatically acts like it's typing something out to them like every 30 minutes or whatever you set it on the time scale for. Oh man, that'd be devilishly horrible.
Oh,
yeah.
we can call it the breakup app. It just automatically schedules texts, just makes it bad straight out of the gate for you. So you don't have to think about it. It's just an app. Just hit the button.
It automatically types WYD question mark at 2:30 in the morning.
No, that's what we call the what's it? The Gooner app. I've seen some great ones in here.
You know, Jen Lee, you can call it anything you want, but this is the reality. This is the world. Women are in control of the dating world.
We live in now, and that's scary.
This is the world you've created. You don't like it, then change the way you behave towards men, ladies. You created it. You're just mad, Jen Lee, that now we're playing the games that you guys play, and we're just as good at it as you are. That's what you don't like.
Can you imagine actually bringing flowers on a first date anymore? No. I don't think they've done that since like Humphrey Bogart. Does that still? I mean, that's an interesting one. I don't think that happens anymore.
According to the AI, yes, it's more than okay. It's rare, bold, and kind of charming. But like all things in the dating game, it's all about how you do it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. This is an interesting question. So I was out with a couple of very attractive ladies from the show this weekend.
Yeah, it's honestly saying it's a bad idea. As soon as the AI starts talking about it, it's like, yeah, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Unless you want put on a list. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, that to me is go ahead and ladies, if a guy shows up on the first date with flowers, go ahead and get the restraining order.
Yeah, it even says, think one cute flower, maybe. It's like, maybe right. If you had one flower, you might be okay. Otherwise, it's immediately going to, no, this is a terrible idea.
It shows neediness. It shows wantiness. It shows thirst. It's like not a good move. No.
If he's standing there with a dozen roses and a poem named after your cat.
Yeah.
That's where the AI immediately went with that. And so, unfortunately, the world is not that world anymore. And also, I would say if anyone killed chivalry, it was women that killed chivalry. It wasn't men. And so let's be completely honest about that one. When it comes down to it, that was the modernization of culture. It's not anybody's fault. Well, it's probably society's fault, but
there's
saying it's gone.
Right, I mean, this is such an easy one. If she farts in the car on the way home, do you still walk her to? Of course you do.
No,
because you need to air your car out.
No, you don't.
I mean, some of these. Oh, wait a minute.
Dr. Sarah says, let's bring kindness back. Yeah, that's what you do if you want a woman to break up with you and you don't want to break up with her. Just be really super nice and attentive. She'll break up with you.
Yeah, just act like you might not be afraid of commitment. And that's enough in today's world to make most women run. All right, just go ahead. Tell me, Zester, what are you laughing at?
The AI is now cracking jokes.
The real comfort one.
Yeah, well, here's how to handle it like a Riz master. Was that your way of testing if I'm a real one? Because if I can survive that and still walk you home, we're basically married now.
Yeah, that's a good line. Yeah.
Or honestly,
you didn't gas me out
at least once. I question the authenticity of this connection.
That's Point Nemo. Men, for God's sake, stop dating. It's a trap. You'll end up like the male praying mantis.
Yeah.
Your head ripped off as they eat your innards to feed their babies, to satiate their sexual hunger.
But honestly, this thing went like viral because of how good it was. Apparently, it's really based around text messages, but apparently, if you have a relationship question and it's based around messaging back and forth with somebody, you should just listen to this AI and your entire life will become better. I don't know whether that's true or not. It's probably not, but it's funny.
It is funny. Annabelle's mom, my husband still often opens doors for me. So that is what you're supposed. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
I know. I'm watched too many old movies.
Yes, you have. You have.
Yep. Jennifer, the elites caused this changing of the roles and the emasculating of men. Well, they did want to ruin the family.
Yeah.
And they certainly were effective. Most men are absolutely emasculated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? Gigi says she doesn't play those games. It's too many games at my age.
Well,
I'm
women
just
have
the age.
always
I'm just.
women have always played the courtship game, courtship roulette. They've always played that, but
Oh, yeah. All right. I kind of enjoyed this spin you gave us here, Zester, on the dating stuff with Mike. I'm enjoying you guys this evening.
Hey, we've got the AI sitting here in front of us. We should ask.
do you have to have a
all the
do you have to have a
imagine.
membership? Do you have to have a membership to use that one?
The one that I'm using is the most advanced form of the Riz GPT application, but you can get it for free. Yes, you can, Mike. You can have it for free.
Is it Riz GPT or Riz Lines or what is it?
Well,
What's the
Riz is just the word that the youth have decided is the way to talk to the kids.
But what site are you on right now? Riz GPT relationship advice?
I'm on ChatGPT. This is actually on the ChatGPT. It's a module inside of it. I had gotten it ready for last week, and I was planning on surprising you with it and getting people to ask questions. But
it's a good idea.
They completely didn't even think about it at all. But no, it is. It's just a module inside of it. It's designed to be a relationship or give you responses to anything that you would ever get from someone you're in a relationship with. I thought it was funny.
That's the plug Riz. Okay, I think it's funny. Linda, let me tell you how this one works. Max would always walk me to the bathroom if it was a public bathroom and stand next to the door and wait on me, open the doors for me, etc. But he just couldn't keep his hands off other women. That's why he walked you to the bathroom, because he assumed all men were like him and one of them was going to grope you or try. That's my theory. But they do that in Puerto Rico too. A woman's not allowed to go to the bathroom by herself, even if she knows where it's at and how to go.
Well, that's just being a gentleman.
Yeah, well, rub it in. I can't walk.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
You should stand up for yourself more often, Pop.
All right. I'm supposed to ask your thoughts on a woman asking out a man, Mike.
I'm fine with that. It actually makes everything easier for everybody, but you have to make sure you maintain the masculine role, because that's what women want. They want you to be to be the guy. So if you let her ask you out and plan the date, where you're going to go, what you're going to do, then your roles are inverted and you're a cuck. So don't do that. Like, participate. If she says, you want to go out sometime, I'll say, yeah, I'll tell you what, I know a great wine bar, or I'll tell you what, I got some great ideas. Let me call you back. So take over and be the man and lead and plan the date. That's what I would do.
I thought that one was kind of funny. Don't shoplift the poodle.
Yeah, that one is.
Let's see. Some of these are funny. I got a knot. It's yeah. All right, let's keep running. I'm gonna miss. Wonder I had rolled back a little bit. Yeah, Mountain Gold. Yeah, just take her to the piano bar, Mike.
Yeah, it's always good.
I was married to a paraplegic, Mark. He used to block the entrance with his chair.
So is it?
Go park in the
Is
middle.
there,
You're not going anywhere.
is there a link to the Riz app within ChatGPT?
We'll get it for you, Mike.
This got very, very important for you. Don't worry, Mike. I got you. I got you.
No, I do have some questions I want to ask it and see how its answers compares to like what I would do. It's going to be an interesting project.
Let me. I'll just go ahead and literally send over a link.
Okay.
In the chat,
the private chat that the rest of you can't get into. By the way,
it's hidden back there.
It's a hidden chat.
But no, there you go. Now, I mean that's just my direct link, so you're probably gonna have to log in or whatever. But you should be able to get over there and start asking it questions.
Okay, unable to load conversation. Okay, but I do have the relationship advice. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can start asking it all of said questions. Apparently, Apparently, there's no need to ever ask anybody besides the artificial intelligence. AI apparently has figured out everything that women would like to hear. But it's just what I'm hearing. I got no proof.
Yeah, I do think, and this is a good one since you were taking the week off. Do you have any intel you'd like to share? Because I've noticed the time's getting late. Is there anything you and Jen want to share on RV front before we?
No, guys. It's supposed to be this week. There's 2 days left in a week. It's supposed to be this week. Period. So that's all I got. And other intel providers are putting out information. It's similar to the same things I hear. So listen to everybody else. Listen to Mark. Listen to everybody. It should be happening. It should be happening. There's no reason I can think of why it won't happen. Except it probably won't, because it never does. But no, I got nothing other than be ready. Be ready.
Well, I'll take that advice. If half of what I'm hearing is accurate, be ready. I'll run with that. Other front, though, I mean, been having fun. Do we have to go yet? I mean, Andy kicked me the curb. I could kind of use a friend. Oh, that would be a fun one, though, to start asking your Riz GPT relationship advice for pickup lines.
Oh, I guarantee that's supposedly what it's the best at. And so, like, we need to just give it an example that it would understand. Like a modern example. So,
okay.
I see you, all right, Jeffrey Epstein, proofing this thing.
So here's I just went to Riz GPT and asked the same question that we were asked earlier, which is if a girl, hi Jen, did you make it home yet? Or
hi Jen, and how bad was it meeting Mike in person?
It was fine.
A couple of the ladies here were asking Jen.
It was fine. Jen, come on and tell everybody how I almost got into a big fight. So the question earlier, if you're out with a girl, it's not a date, but you're out in a group and she sees you talking to another girl. And then the next day she mocks and impersonates the girl you were talking to. Like she's so dumb. Is it a sign of interest? And you guys are saying, oh, yes. Or, oh, no, it's not. She's not into you. Not really. Blah, 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 blah. Well, tell you what. Let's show you what Riz GPT had to say about that.
I have a feeling that Mike is going to spend the next foreseeable future.
No, I just want to check. Go ahead and click on that. Go ahead and click on that, Mark. There it is. I just posted it. Mike Bara 333. So it's not guaranteed. What does it say? It says so it's not guaranteed it's not a guaranteed she wants you as a boyfriend signal, but it's definitely a green flag of attraction, which is what I told you. Best move, lean into the banter. If she teases, tease back, but lightly. That keeps the playful tension alive and gives you room to see if she escalates.
I think that's good advice.
Riz agrees with me.
That's pretty good advice.
It means something. Yeah.
Well, I appreciated this one. So I asked it. So I just got a lady's number at the restaurant. I was at, what message should I send her that is a flirty big line? Getting her number at the restaurant, that's big main character energy already. I appreciate the compliment right off the bat from the AI to this make-believe scenario. Now let's seal the deal with a flirty message. That it's funny, confident, and just the right amount of charm. Just wanted to let you know your number has been officially saved under the reason I smile at my phone randomly. So when are we upgrading this flirtation to a proper drink?
Oh, God, that is weak banter. Seriously, Riz? That's the best you can do? That's weak banter, Riz. It's
okay, more direct and cheeky. Warning, texting me may result in excessive flirting, spontaneous compliments, and a dangerously good time. Proceed.
No. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
You go ahead and filter out if there's no interest. It's done.
Just a fair warning. If you text with me long enough, your panties are going to be off before you know it. Tell her something like that.
Which I know, Treebeard, that's going to be awkward since you don't wear any.
Make a panty joke.
So here it goes, though. It says the goal is to make her smile when she reads it, not just reply.
Right.
Let the charm drip, but keep it breezy. And whatever you send, don't wait days right that moment. So it just said, do not wait any time at all. You just met somebody, send them a message.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You just met somebody, you've walked away, you've exchanged numbers. Yeah, send her a funny text, quick funny text. But don't respond too quickly. The key thing is to act like you've got better things to do than talk to her. Not in an arrogant way. Just like, oh, I have a text from Sarah. Oh, I'll respond to that in 10 minutes. Also, activate your responses. It's not that complicated. Activate your responses on your phone so that when she texts you, that it sends her a message when you've seen it, it says, read. Mike Bara read your text. And then let her sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Just do that. He read it. He was busy doing something else. Whatever he was doing was fun and exciting.
So, should you intentionally
Oh, well, you were typing. I was like, okay. I thought you were reading.
Intentionally leave a lady's messages on red. Nope. Don't play the left on red game on purpose. That's not Riz. That's just high school. AI just crapped on you, Mike.
Why? What does it say?
It said, nope, don't play the left on red game on purpose. That's not Riz. That's just high school.
Okay.
Leaving someone on red intentionally look cool, mysterious, or hard to get. That's
how about if I'm working?
How many times has Riz actually been laid? How many times has Riz actually been laid?
Let's let it keep going, though. It's cooking right now.
It's cooking. Let's see what it's got to cook for us.
That's giving low
Let's see how bad it can get.
Disguised as strategy. And trust me, women can spot that from a while away.
By the way, can we find a Jen comment and just put Jen up on the screen there for a second?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll find her one.
All right. No, just pull. It doesn't matter. Because I want to just tell you a story about Jen from this weekend. All right. Yeah, if you keep me waiting, I'll lose interest. But Jen, I've also heard you say if he hasn't called by the 3rd day. We were just discussing that earlier before you were here. And I'm like, my recommendation is you call or text mostly I said call, but call or text late on the next day afterwards, because that builds up a little tension. See, women like that. They like that tension. Is he going to call? Is he not going to call? Is he going to call? Is he not going to call? And then he does. But Jen, I have a friend, and she's going to remain nameless. And she asked Jen on one of the shows, I think in August, when am I going to meet my next soulmate? And Jen said September. And that lady was at the event, the alien event on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And by the end of the event, she was hanging out with a guy. She had met someone. I think Jen knows whereof she speaks. She knows whereof she speaks.
Yeah, all right. I kind of like this. Would be fun to figure out the way to mess up.
M.
That could be a fun one to do next week.
Jen, M. You know, MISS. You know, she was definitely had met a nice guy, a guy I like a lot too. So, you know, maybe he is the one Jen saw in her reading.
See, Gigi, what is it with all you ladies picking on me?
Walking around the boardwalk. Let's go for a walk, Mark.
Yeah.
Well,
your kids must be really mean.
Yeah, right?
And so after an amazing date, a world-changing date, and we went, oof, a world-changing day. Okay, now you're playing in the upper leagues, my guy. It's continuing to be very supportive. You don't just text her, had fun after that. You drop something that makes her replay the whole night in her head while smiling like a fool. Let's lock in a message that's flirty, appreciative, and unforgettable. I like how it also takes this seriously. It's like, no, this is a quest. I'm going to find the best answer possible. I appreciate that from the artificial intelligence. Okay, romantic closer. I don't know what you did to me tonight, but I'm still smiling like an idiot. That wasn't just a great date. That was main character movie scene level. When can we do it again? Flirty vibe. Okay, so just checking. Was that actual chemistry? Or did we accidentally shift the Earth's magnetic field?
If you text a girl that, you're never going to talk to her again.
Depends on her sense of humor, maybe.
Oh my God. That's the worst. Come on. That's the worst line ever. Just tell her, hey, had a good time. Let's do it again. Leave it at that.
Option 3, that date just reset my standards. High key. If every night with you is like that, I might be in trouble. The good kind. That, I think so far that's definitely winning. From the AI's answers, that would work.
Yeah. All right, folks. I need to start calling it a wrap.
Yeah, I'm tired.
You don't have to. You two can hang out and keep going.
No, I'm burned. I'm burned. This is the best Whiskey and Wisdom ever. Well, I think we should make this a regular thing. Let's do it again next week.
Yeah, this was fun.
Am I home next week? I think so. I think I'll be available next week. So let's do this again. Let's go. Let's do Riz versus Mike. Let's try it out. See what Riz says. See what the audience says.
Prepared with it too. If everybody was prepared with some really good questions and everybody had time to think about it, it would probably be really funny because we could even throw up a scoreboard on the screen. Because I found a little scoreboard plug-in. We could even have a scoreboard going and let the community vote.
Yeah.
On who wins on each question, which would make it even more fun, in my opinion.
Yeah. Jen, please, before you go, can you do a healing on my migraine? I just had one. It sucked. Sucks.
No, I hear you. And on the Lucy C one on the Dale Earnhardt Hood, no, I don't have a response. Send it again to be safe. I will look for it.
You know what? Those of you who trash my dating advice, I'd say just go look at all the pictures of all the beautiful women I was with this weekend. Jen, Missy, Julia. Just go check out my Facebook and see everybody I was with. You tell me if my dating advice works or not.
Lucy C, I responded to your Dale Earnhardt Hood email. Sorry. All right.
Oh my.
All right, we're gonna need a couple of guinea pigs, guys.
Jen.
Next convention, we will give like live dating advice, but guys have to be willing to use Mike's advice, and then we're going to track how well it works.
Exactly how well it works. It'll be Mike GPT.
We need a real world like
Bara
experience
GPT.
here.
Yeah, Bara Date GPT.
All right.
Look, you know that I can actually make you one that's called that.
Bara Date GPT.
Yeah, you literally share it with me. It'd be your own module of it. I can literally make one that would just
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
It would just be the same exact. It would just be Riz GBT, but I can make it say that it was yours.
Well, you know, remember what we could do is we could create a database of my answers and see if over a period of time, like 2 or 3 months, I could convince Riz GPT that it should think like I do.
It would start to learn them. If you gave it a buttload and you said, hey, input all this data and start using it, it would start going through and listening to it would start researching you.
It would.
Because it can listen and watch videos now. And so now when you actually send it out on a search, this is one of the craziest things ever. When you actually go through and you now ask it to go through on a little bit more of a detailed explanation of why it got somewhere. And so I'll just use this one as an example. When you actually see right here, it said thought. It went through 207 sources in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. When I click on this, it lists out every single thing that it went through, thought about, where it researched, what it found, what it proved, what it found out it was wrong about. It did all of this in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. It wrote out an entire citation of everything it researched and what it had gotten right or wrong.
I would also tell everybody, assuming I'm feeling well enough when I get back, I would keep an eye on my Instagram this weekend, because you might get some live Mike Bara dating advice. You might even get it in action. You might even get to see it in
action. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
All
right. You guys keep on going. I've enjoyed it. I'll be back in the morning at 10 a.m. Oh, wait. Zester just dipped out on us. He was like leaving you by yourself. All right. Bye.